It is the morning after the night before. I've already done a little bit of filming, so I'm filming this intro kind of like retrospectively, but anyway, it is all good in the hood. I'm excited because we're finally trying to get somewhere. We are getting somewhere, and I'm excited to take you guys on the journey. I did have retro game hunts planned for this weekend, but unfortunately, the 12-hour stint that we had in here yesterday really threw things for a loop. I am so silly at not measuring these shelves. I just assumed they would be the same. But like I said yesterday, over and over again, I filmed yesterday, in Monday's episode, the quality of these Billy bookcases are like a ton better. So that is, I guess, a pleasant surprise. So we'll kind of rewind in the video a little bit. You can see some stuff I've already done on the shelves back there, but you're actually going to see what I've done. And there's also a massive surprise coming later. The second SNES Holy Grail is arriving. I'm excited. I cannot wait. And you're going to see it in this episode. So stay tuned, get a brew, and let's crack on. And as you can see, it is a huge mess, but there's some tasks to do today. I'm glad we're not doing that today because it gives me a chance just to clean up and figure out what the hell is going on. But this shelf right here, I think is bland as F. It's got my large 3DO games along with the kind of normal, what I call kind of normal CD size. There's some Japanese PlayStation 1 games as well and some Dreamcast stuff. I think I'm going to have this as an ad hoc Nintendo shelf. I need to alphabetize these as well. I did the PS1 games last night, alphabetizing, so that's done. But yeah, look at it in here. Oh my God. I think it's going to look mint when it's done. But yeah, we've got a little bit to do here as a start today. And what's interesting, whenever you do like a clean out on a massive collection like this, you always find little random bits that you think, oh, I don't really use that, I'll sell it. So if you head over to the link in the description, the Gebs24 Facebook, I do have kind of select people that I sell to because they have like huge collections and they buy all the time. But if they don't want stuff, I will put it on there for sale. So if you want, none of this is for sale, by the way, just saying. I'm going to use this for the Nintendo ad hoc shelf. But come on over there, check us out and join the community.
I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video.
Also love this. This is a Blockbuster. Obviously you can see the rental case. I'll bring it a bit closer because this is actually really cool. The rental case, you've got the game instructions on the back, even the little sticker there. I mean, this is just so cool. Not for resale, rental only. Got the Blockbuster embossed text on there. I paid like a few quid for that years ago. The shop I got it from is actually closed now, but that is wicked. I've had a change of idea. Change of idea. You'll see it when I've done it. Wait for it. I'm going to move these Super Famicom games over there. And then I'll move the Super Nintendo games that I was going to put here back onto the shelf where I've shifted these from. Now for alphabetical order. Yes. All right, we ain't done. But I kind of figured if I take off all of my 3DO, which I barely play, and my indie Dreamcast games with some Japanese, I'm not going to have anywhere to put them. So I kind of figured we'd have a row of Super Famicom. I'll keep the multi-tap facing out there because it's a slightly larger box. I do need to get some additional box protectors. You can see You might be able to see that that has a box protector. They don't. Ordering some on eBay. Repro box, original, manual and cartridge. So yeah, I'm going to continue to fill it out. There's additional PS1 stuff. I do need to put them in alphabetical order and the platinum ones in alphabetical order, but all the OGs, like I said, are in order. So I don't think I've got any more Super Famicom that need to be put away, but there's SNES now that will go on that empty shelf right there. So I'll do that and then I'll show you the result. So I can actually fit 9 SNES games on there, so I have a bit of space, but that'll do for now. If PAL and NTSC bug you, I'm sorry. I'm very short on space, but essentially the shelf, we've got an SNES shelf here. We have 9 at the back and 1 on the front. So there is a little bit of workable space on here, and there is on the top as well with the kind of Japanese N64 stuff. But on the whole, I think that area looks pretty cool. Yeah. So my major concern at the minute is where all the retro gamers are going to go, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm kind of like, my brain gets so far ahead on tasks like this. I'm like, I know I need to sort this shelf out, but it's like 1,000 steps ahead. So I'm going to try and focus because there's some shelf space here for Dreamcast. So PAL, Dreamcast, we got some Stunt GP, bit of Shenmue, we got some Nightmare Creatures too. Unfortunately, this didn't live up to what I felt was a great first game and the hype surrounding that. It was a phenomenal game. This, unfortunately, didn't actually live up to what I wanted it to live up to. But I thought, you know what, I might stream it. I've been toying with the idea of streaming that. Anyway, we also have if you didn't see the episode where I shot the full NTSC Dreamcast exclusive collection, go check it out because I talk about this Bleem. These were discs back in the day that basically allowed you to play the likes of Gran Turismo 2, Metal Gear Solid and Tekken Metal Gear Solid. So PlayStation 1 games on your actual Dreamcast with upscaled graphics. So this is essentially would like kind of like freeboot the Dreamcast. So if you wanted to play Gran Turismo 2, you'd stick that in your Dreamcast, it'd do its thing, and then you'd put your PlayStation 1 copy of Gran Turismo 2 in your Dreamcast and it will work. So pretty darn cool. But go and check that episode out. PAL Dreamcast games are also notorious for break-in. If anybody has a good, reliable source online as to where I can get replacements from, there's about half a dozen I need in total, so please just give me a shout. In fact, come into the Discord. The Discord is the easiest way to kind of share information like that. The link's in the description. Please link me on where you can get these from, whether it's eBay, Etsy, whatever it is, I need to know. Okay, this shelf, I think I mentioned it in Monday's episode, is actually going to go there. So there's a lot of things I'm not going to be able to put up yet. I think I might just carefully put this, oh God, stow it down here, just so it's just not in my way. Just stay there, stay there. Now the Sega Mega Jet needs to be in this section. Ooh, we've got a Rogue Master System there. Oh, where can we put her? Maybe just kind of prance her here, because she is a thing of beauty, is the Sega Mega Jet. She was, oh, that looks lovely. It's off balance, it's off kilter, but what you're gonna do? So I recently got this comic. This is the Turtles comic, the fifth turtle, aka Jenica. Now, back in the 80s, I'm certain I have the VHS upstairs, the fifth turtle. It did cause uproar, of course, because she's female. But I've never read the comic, and I picked it up from, I think it was the Travelling Man Comics in York, when I filmed the Sore Thumbs episode on the retro game hunts. And I thought this would be really cool to read. And I just wondered, as I was kind of putting it away, I thought, has anybody here read this? And what are your thoughts? Even when, in fact, when I went down to the Retro Sect, did the Retro Sect episode, I think it was episode 2 on the By the List series, he had the figure in of Jenica. So I thought, I wish I'd kind of bought it now because it would commemorate my fascination with this. So I'm going to read this soon. I've not got any time at the minute because I'm putting all this back together. But please let me know in the comment section, have you read this and is it any good? I've also just found my case for my Game Boy Pocket. So I cannily took the batteries out of the Game Boy Pocket because of course you don't want to leave them in, and popped it in the case. And check out where we're going to put it. We are, of course, going to put it up here. There's Game Boy games here and 3DS, DS stuff there, so a bit of a handheld corner. But right in front of these nice, obscure Game Boy games at the top, excuse me, in a kind of almost pride of place Game Boy position at the top. It's coming together, but I kind of feel like it isn't. I don't know where I'm going to put my retro gamers, but check this out. This is a PS2 launch day bag. Love random bits like this. I'd like this to be hung from somewhere because I just think it's really cool. Imagine just getting a PS2 back in the day and walking out of somewhere like HMV with this in your hand. Like how good that like imagine the weight in it and just like walking down the street from a midnight launch, getting home knowing that you're about to experience something that's going to change your life. When I like hold bags like this, that's what goes through my mind. It's like that residual energy, like whose bag was this? Whose hand held this? I mean, just bloody love it, man. I could eat those memories alive all day. We have a friend. Hello, my little girl. Oh, you come to see Mummy? Of course. I love my girl. Oh, I love her so much. You're best girl. I love you, Molly. Stuck a few bits in there for now. It is still all in alphabetical order. I actually thought I had more 32X games than that. I think I have some unboxed. But I really can't be bothered to look for unboxed games at the minute. The next mission is to find somewhere for the player's choice versions of the N64 games that I'm going for. It's part of the By the List series. I've got a list to go around retro game shops, retro game hunting, which is my bread and butter. I love it. And part of the challenge is to find all of the player's choice N64 games. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I think there's about 9 or 10 or maybe even 12. Anyway, need to find a home for them. And here they are. We have some Rogue N64 games there as well. This is one of my doubles for sale, as well as Glover as well. I did mention that earlier. Go and follow me on Facebook, they'll be for sale. But I might move some of these up there and then it's going to free up some space for some N64 games. Let's do that. Oh, what the hell? So we managed to pad, just your mind. So we managed to pad this out. This is the only 3D SNES game that was ever released, by the way. We got a lovely cohort of games back there. They're on the shelf nonetheless. By the way, signed by Kev Bayliss. I have a lot of games signed by Kev Bayliss. He was one of the prominent developers at Rare. He was responsible for bringing Donkey Kong to the SNES. He did Killer Instinct, loads of stuff. I got him to sign a load of my Donkey Kong stuff and my Killer Instinct things. So that's really cool. Just a random little fact as well there. So yeah, we got the SNES games drip in there, and we're going to move the Super Famicom games next. All right, this is going to bug me because a lot of these don't have the protectors on, including my Final Fight and my Final Fight 2 and Rushing Beat and Rushing Beat 2. Incredible games. Again, think similar to Final Fight, which we have here, 1 and 2. Rushing Beat on the Super Famicom. I imported these. Were very much like Final Fight mixed with Streets of Rage. Beautiful games, stunning games, we're going to add these onto this because this is, remember, this is the ad hoc Nintendo shelf at first glance with the 3DO stuff behind it. And just like that, we have the Super Famicom ad hoc shelf going on. And that's annoying me, so that might need to move. But as you can see, I do need some box protectors. I'm going to order them on eBay today and get all of these in gorgeous box protectors, but not that. So I've just had an update from the amazing Quang, ETA approximately 2 p.m. I'm going to head out now with Jess. We're going to nip round to some friends. I'm not going to film it. I've done the bulk of what I need to do in here. It's still a bit of a mess, but a lot of the stuff is just kind of stuff I'm waiting to put on the shelves. I'm going to move the, I'm going to kind of dismantle everything and just get a little bit of order. I'll give you a little screenshot, but we ain't done. We ain't done because I'm going to show you this Sharp SF1. You're thinking, what is a Sharp SF1? It's this. Wow! Super excited. The Sharp SF1 built-in Super Nintendo into the CRT TV is almost here. I will, like I said, we'll kind of test it together. I'm going to show you guys around, but we could do a dedicated video on it. Let's make some noise. If we get to 1,000 likes in this episode, I'll probably do it anyway, but leave a like because this is the second Holy Grail. What I'd like to acquire now is the like a Super Nintendo store kiosk. I'd very much like to kind of add that to my collection. And then I've got the absolute combo. I've got the Super Famicom Hotel box, I'll have the Sharp SF1 and the kiosk. As a Super Nintendo girl, this just excites me no end. And I'm excited to show you guys this because a lot of you won't know this product. It was a Japanese exclusive, but I'll show you more. I'm not going to film Quang when he's here because he's driven a long way. I'll show you in this episode. Ooh. Guys, this is it. This is the Super Nintendo built in to a 14-inch absolute gorgeous CRT TV. Even the controllers are branded. I have 2 more of these coming and it's just a thing of beauty. I'm going to show you this thing in action. So we've got the power switch right here. You can hook up other consoles to this as well. We've got the green light right there. So that's already set to the channel we need it to be on. We've got the reset button, the power button, the eject. Oh, oh my God. Look at this. This is incredible. We were just testing it, Quang and I. Shout out to my boy Quang, legendary member of the community, the retro community and game developer. Oh, this is great, guys. SNES Holy Grail.